strategize, create with a business mind. I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. The kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
They'll start out here with the option left. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Here's Dorsett. And the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 34. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
4 yards. Second down. From the 19-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury. And having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7.
Dashing through the snow. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Dominique Robinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Hurts fumbles it. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. They go play action with Hurts. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What did we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone, and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
In motion right is Jones. Throwing again on second down. Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Third and long. It's Fields. And he's going to go down again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Dorsett on the return. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Open left side is Brown. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. They'll run with Sanders. 97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Sanders is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard.
On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Hurts completing this one quickly. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the line. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Now they send a man in motion right. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1.
Deontay Hardy on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2nd and 8 coming up. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. has the option going left on second down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Throwing on third down, Fields. Hassan Reddick drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They snap it to Fields. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, in the first half, there really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Pitching it out here to Herbert. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Fields on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. Room here to run. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 37-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So
what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Now the point after try for Santos. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. Time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
They'll throw now on the final play. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The lake effect snow set to continue for the 2nd half of action as we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks.
19.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Hurts to throw. Steps away to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Bearsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll start with the option. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. Oh, he tried to pinch it, and the ball's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Touchdown, Eagles! Grant Calcaterra with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need...
He's got a man, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago, as they start with a 1st and 10. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go. As Sanders has it poked free, and this is picked up by the Bears.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hurts throw pulled in by Aguilar. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. A quick throw here out to Brown. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Off the RPO, he completes it. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll turn to Sanders. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go, set.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
Ready, break.
2nd and 10.
Check contact. Check contact.
Now Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
On the jump.
In motion left goes Smith. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 23-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards on the play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ready up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2.
Hurts will throw.
Complete at the 1. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they'd gotten 2 for 2.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Fields on 3rd down. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw, Fields.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On 4th down, Fields.
He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it.
Hurts completing this one quickly.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Now Herbert to start the drive.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Now Fields. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Eagles, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. You ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus, an underconductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like a Mike. I've gotten no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king.